Hello children, again we have been assembled today for discussing our syllabus of bio, that is, as I have already discussed earlier on the last slide yesterday regarding your syllabus, regarding the unit, regarding the chapters, whatever be there is going to fall in your bio syllabus. So out of that we are going to initiate from the first chapter of bio, that is actually the chapter number 6, life processes. So let us discuss regarding that life processes, what the life processes are, what is actually the life is, why the requirement and significance of the processes for life, why they are essential, why they are important, and what is the need of that life processes. And for performing that life processes, what is initially been required so that an organism will be capable enough to carry down the process of life. Okay, so this is actually the survival of the organism. So what is life? Yesterday we have already discussed regarding the life, that surviving of a living organism, the survival of a living organism successfully is known as life. And whenever survival is there, certain activities have to be done. Specific essential activity, I have written here specific essential activities for life and its maintenance, that is said to be the life, or that is said to be the living organism. And we know that the living organisms, how they are made up of, earlier also in grade 9 also you might have discussed regarding, you might have studied regarding the cell, the functions of the cell, the structural organization of the cell, how the cell is helping in making the tissue. So all these things you already discussed, you already studied. Tissue group of tissue will make an organ, and organ will make the organ system. So specifically in grade 10 we have to discuss the different organ systems, or we can say the life processes. These are one and the same thing. The life process means the life systems. What are the systems are, what is the responsibility, how the distribution of the work among them has been done, and how they are working in a coordinated way. This is one of the very important aspect, that how they have been coordinated. They have been coordinated very, we can say, rhythmically with each other, and helping in the survival of an organism. Like suppose as soon as you have taken the food right from your buccal cavity, you kept the food inside the buccal cavity, we are having the ingesting type of nutrition process. So as soon as we have intake the food from the mouth, definitely you might have observed that the small steps of the functions have been started by a particular system, that is called nutrition. The life process, that is called nutrition. Immediately your tongue will start getting the food here and there inside your buccal cavity. Your teeth, your tooth will start chewing it away, cut it away, and then your tongue will help it to engulf, or we can say swallow. Then step by step, slowly the food will start its journey from your, we can say, the food pipe. From food pipe it reaches to the stomach. Now see how rhythmically the functions have been maintained. This rhythmic functions or coordination between the different part of a particular function. Now you can see and you can make an observation that your tooth, your tongue, these are, we can say, the part of your nutritive system, or the part of your digestive system, we can say, which help in the process of nutrition. Nutrition is a process, digestive system is a physical assembly of organs, that is a system. So this is the basic difference between process and system. Process is actually the function, and system is actually a physical entity. So your teeth, your tongue, your buccal cavity, your food pipe, they all will help. Your stomach, your small intestine, your large intestine, these are the basic components of your digestive system. So they will all help you in getting the energy liberated from that food right from the beginning, that is taking the food inside the buccal cavity. So we are going to discuss all the different life processes which are there functioning in your body and help in making your successful survival. So a specific essential activity for the life and its maintenance, definitely there are certain activities, there are certain functions which are supposed to be performed on compulsion basis, on compulsory basis, on essential basis. It is a necessity of the we can say the organism to survive, to be live. So to be live. So absorption, number one, absorption and utilization of the food, that is called as nutrition. What is the name of the life process which help in the absorption and utilization of the food? Called nutrition. What is the life process which is required for the conversion of food? Now when we have taken the food, now why we have taken the food? Food is a fuel. Why the fuel? Why we are getting the petrol tank filled for our car? Why we are getting the, we can say, the LPG connection filled with our liquefied petroleum gas LPG? Because it is actually the fuel, and fuel is required to produce the energy. And where is the requirement of energy? Requirement of energy is there for the survival. Because survival will require activities. Why activities have been performed? To survive successfully. And when we have to survive, we have to go for certain activities to be done. So from where the energy comes for that activity? Energy comes from food. So food is going to get converted into energy. This is by the process respiration. So what is the name of the life process responsible for getting or generate the energy out of food? That is called respiration. With the help of oxygen. Oxygen will burn. Why the burning is required? Because carbon is there. You know that what is the percentage of carbon in the overall, we can say, our globally. So all the things, whatever be the different components and supplements we are receiving from the nature, they are all carbon based. So carbon is there. So respiration, we shall discuss it in detail afterwards. Then carrying of molecules, that is transportation. Carrying of molecules, definitely, as I have told you regarding the food, where the food is, where the energy has been evolved, energy will not be evolved everywhere. So wherever the energy has been evolved, wherever the requirement of the molecules, we know that there is a transportation required. So carrying of molecules by the process of transportation, which is the basic, we can say, the agency of transportation in our body. We just see, you might have seen that blood is actually the liquid. So see, whenever transportation is required, you know that the transportation of a solid material is quite typical as compared to the liquid. So how the we can say our life has made it more and more comfortable. It has made the transportation responsibility given to the liquid molecules. So transportation, carrying of molecules. Removal of waste, definitely whenever there will be the formation of some of the things in the body will take place, definitely there will be some waste will be generated. So who will help in the we can say the removal of waste? The excretory system. Our excretory system is there for removal of waste. You might have been experiencing this. This has to be done on daily and day-to-day basis. So removal of waste, there is one system required, that is called as our excretory system, and the process is known as excretion. You might be knowing regarding kidney. Okay, na? So the way in which the blood is circulating into the whole body, it is not only supplying the useful material, it is also collecting the unused material also. It is collecting the toxic materials also and bringing it to the part where the excretion will take place. So excretory system is required for the removal of waste from the whole body. Then response to the stimuli. If suppose I come into the class, all of you will get stand up. If suppose something has been asked by some of the authority, then you will start giving the answer. If suppose I will ask your name, you will not tell the address. You will tell your name only. So this is asking your name is the stimuli, and telling your name to me is your response. So this is called as response to the stimuli. Similarly, you might be experiencing large number of the activities which are depending upon the response to the stimuli in our day-to-day life. What is actually the life? So this is response to the stimuli. What is the stimuli is there? You will be responding. But how that response will be generated from yourselves against a particular stimuli is a particular mechanism. This is a complete mechanism which is responsible for producing the response, for the generation of response. I think that you might be getting that idea, that what is that response to stimuli. Like suppose a cat has seen a mouse, the cat will start running behind the mouse. Similarly, if the dog has seen a cat, the dog will start running towards the cat. So this is actually, here the cat is the stimuli and dog is the response, or running of the dog is the response. So who is maintaining, what is the name of that system? That name is known as control and coordination. So control and coordination is also one of the life process which is required for responding towards the stimuli. The stimuli may have been developed by the environment also. we are responding towards the environment also. So this is called response to stimuli, which is being necessary for the successful survival of a living entity. Then continuity of generation. That continuity of generation is also one of the important process in the life cycle of an organism, so that the continuity of the race will take place. You might have studied regarding the race. So continuity of the generation means producing the similar young ones to make the continuity of that generation. So there is one process required for that, that is called as reproduction. That is also one of the very important life process for living organism. Continuity of generation, that is reproduction. What are they, how the reproduction takes place, when it takes place, how it takes place, what is the need of the process of reproduction, what is the significance of the process of reproduction, we shall discuss in detail during discussing our various life processes. So children, this is a brief idea regarding the we can say the importance, the need, the requirement of the system, and the name of the system responsible for. So other than that, there are also certain other systems also which we shall discuss in detail. So children, this is actually the very first slide, the very first video regarding the life processes, that what the life processes are, what is the importance of a process towards the life, what is the importance of we can say the maintenance, because whenever there is an activity takes place, then definitely there will be wear and tear, and whenever there is a wear and tear or breaking down of the material, then there will be the maintenance required. So these all the systems are not only helping in performing the function, but they are also helping in maintaining the entities which help in performing the function. So this is called as maintenance system. So specific essential activities for the life and its maintenance. So whatever be the living organism is there, definitely it is performing a number of activities which are said to be the life processes. And whenever an activity is to be performed, there might be certain tool is required for performing that activity. Whenever the tool is required, whenever the tool is there, definitely there might be certain process, there might be certain mechanism responsible for using that tool, and mechanism will require the energy, it will require the transportation and that all. So similarly, you can consider a body as one of the independent entity performing the function for the process of survival, and there will be a limitation. So children, thanks for attending, and moreover we shall discuss in detail, we shall switch over towards the detail of this particular life processes, and then we shall discuss the components, the functions performed and all. Thanks, thank you.